These are the items we are going to need for this Minecraft Bedrock villager crop farm. We'll start things off by digging out one block and replacing it with water. Next, we'll till 4 blocks from each side of the water source. Once that is done, we are going to connect all the sides together. This will leave us with a 9x9 plot of land. One water source can hydrate 4 blocks in each direction, giving us a maximum space of 9x9, which is perfect for our crop farm, so you don't need to add any more water. Once we till all the soil, the plot should look like this. And now it's time to add some walls all the way around. We'll be adding a 2-block high wall all the way around the farming plot. This will both protect the villager that will be responsible for the farm and prevent it from escaping. You can use any block you want for this part, either make it decorative or simply build a box with any block you have on hand. Once the walls are in place, it's time to get to the functional part of this farm. But don't worry, it won't be anything complicated. We'll start by picking out one of the walls and remove the 2 blocks in the middle. Then we'll create a little holding cell for our second villager here. But before we add them in, we need to make the collection system. Go to the other side of the holding cell and dig out these 2 blocks. Then add a double chest. Next, we'll go back to the holding cell, dig out these 3 blocks, and we'll be able to see the chest. Go inside the hole, make sure to crouch and add 3 hoppers leading into the chest, just like this. Next, add a rail on top of this hopper and add a minecart with a hopper on top. Then add a trapdoor above the minecart, and that's our collection system complete. Now we'll add 2 beds on the outside of the farm so that the villagers can't reach them and escape. Speaking of villagers, it's time to bring them to the farm. We'll start by adding a composter right above the water source. Then add a block on top of the composter to prevent the villager from climbing on top of it. And we can also add a torch on top. Now it's time to bring in the villager. Because we don't have any other workstations, he will become a farmer. And once he does, you can trade with him to lock in his profession. Now we'll add the second villager. But before we do, remove this grass block and replace it with another workstation. Then add in the villager and add a block above its head. With both villagers in place, it's time to plant our crops. Make sure to use one crop instead of mixing them together. So if you want to have multiple crops, you should build a second farm. Now I'll explain how the farm works. The farming villager will start sharing the crops it collected to another villager if their inventory is empty. But in order for the farming villager to share the crops, it must fill its own inventory to the max first. Each villager has 8 inventory slots, which means that the farmer needs 8 stacks of carrots in his inventory before he starts sharing. That means that your farm won't produce any crops for a few days until he can fill up his inventory. Of course, you can speed this process up by giving the farmer a few stacks of whatever crop you are growing. Since he won't be sharing all of his food at once, it's an easy way to kickstart the farm. The sharing process can happen multiple times a day, and all the crops he shares will be collected into the chest. Consider leaving a like, comment, and subscribe if you found the video useful. And as always, thanks for watching.